Ever get that weird feeling where you spend more energy just wrangling your AI tools than actually getting help from them? Like half your day is spent coaxing out decent results?
Oh, for sure. Sometimes I feel like I'm training a stubborn puppy, asking, clarifying, re asking. Instead of saving time, I'm babysitting the bot. It almost defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
Exactly. And it makes me wonder, are we really using AI to its full potential? Or are we just playing tech support for our own digital assistants?
I totally relate. It's like the promise of AI is to free us up, but the reality is we're still stuck in project management mode just with more screens open.
That's what gets me excited, though we're right on the edge of something so much bigger. AI isn't just about chit chat anymore. It's about actually taking work off your plate.
It feels like a before and after moment, doesn't it? We're moving past just having AI as a glorified search engine or a clever assistant. Now, it can actually handle the messy, multi step stuff for us.
Totally. And it's a fundamental shift. Suddenly, the conversation isn't just what can AI tell me, but what can AI actually do for me without my constant oversight.
And that's such a game changer. I find myself dreaming up use cases I never thought possible even a year ago.
Let's dig into this. When you use an AI tool, do you see it more like a smart consultant or more like an actual teammate who lightens your workload?
Funny you ask, because I still default to treating it as a kind of superpowered advisor. I ask, it answers, repeat. But the idea of a true colleague, someone or something who actually does the heavy lifting, that's still pretty new to me.
Yeah, I think most people are in that same spot. We're so used to the Q&A format that imagining AI as a coworker, not just a tool, takes a real mindset shift.
It really does. I catch myself micromanaging the AI instead of just letting it run with a task.
That actually brings us to this new breed of AI, something called Manus AI. Picture it less as a digital talking head and more as an actual doer.
Love that distinction. Instead of just feeding you advice or suggestions, Manus AI is built to take your instructions and drive real outcomes, almost like giving AI its own hands.
Exactly, the name Manus is even Latin for hand. The point is, it's not just about answering, but about rolling up its sleeves and actually getting work done for you.
It's wild to think about. Finally, something that doesn't just talk about doing things, but actually follows through. That's a leap we've all been waiting for.
It changes how we see AI, right? Instead of a clever tool in the background, Manus AI lets us treat AI as a genuine team member, a virtual employee.
That shift is huge. When you start to view AI as someone you can delegate whole projects to, it unlocks a completely different workflow. Less handholding, more trust.
And it means you're not just bouncing ideas around. You're offloading the actual doing, freeing up your own time for bigger picture stuff.
It almost feels like hiring a super efficient intern who never needs coffee breaks. I like that.
That brings up a big difference. Traditional chatbots, like ChatGPT, are great at answering questions, but they need you to guide every tiny step. Manus AI, it takes one instruction and runs with it.
It's such a relief to imagine, honestly. Instead of being the project manager, constantly steering the bot, you just tell it the goal and let it do its thing. The independence is a total game changer.
It's like moving from a really smart friend who needs constant nudges to a teammate who just gets the job done, start to finish.
Exactly, and it makes collaborating with AI feel more like actual delegation, not just outsourcing bits and pieces.
You know what's wild? This whole approach is about trusting the AI to handle the outcome, not just the process. You stop micromanaging and just expect results.
That's liberating. Instead of sweating every detail, you focus on what matters to you, the big picture, and you let the AI tackle all the fiddly, behind the scenes work.
Suddenly, you're free to think more strategically because the AI is actually producing finished work, not just advice, but real deliverables.
That's the dream. I mean, who wouldn't want to reclaim all that mental space?
Let's make it real for a second. Say you need to do competitor research, one of those classic soul-sucking business tasks. What's today's process like with a standard AI?
Oh man, it's so piecemeal. You ask for a list of competitors, get names, then you have to prod for pricing, poke for their marketing moves, then remind it to organize everything. You're basically orchestrating the whole thing step by step.
Right? It's like you're the project manager for your own AI. Helpful, but kind of exhausting when you think about it.
Every step is a new prompt, it adds up. You still feel like you're doing most of the heavy lifting, just with digital help.
Now, picture the switch. With Manus AI, you give a single clear instruction. Research these competitors, use these sources, give me a final report. And then you actually step away.
That's what really sets it apart. It'll handle the whole workflow: browsing, gathering data, analyzing, and then compiling everything into a polished report. No more babysitting.
Exactly. The goal is no longer a string of correct answers, but a finished, ready-to-go result.
It's like the difference between shopping for cake ingredients and having a bakery deliver a perfect cake to your door. So much easier.
So, why does this matter for your actual job or business? Because it means you can finally automate those big, tedious workflows, not just little one-off tasks.
That's the beauty of it. The stuff you dread, the data gathering, the endless compiling, those reports that sap your afternoons, now you can hand them off and focus on more creative or strategic work.
It's putting the boring, repetitive parts of your job on autopilot. That's a productivity win you can actually feel.
And honestly, that's where AI starts making a real difference, not just in theory, but in the day-to-day grind.
That actually brings up a great question. What would you hand off to an agent like this? What are your daily time sucks that don't need your creative spark?
For me, anything heavy on research or data entry, like compiling market analysis, lead generation lists, or those endless weekly reports. Stuff that's important, but honestly doesn't need my personal touch every time.
Same here. If a virtual employee could take that off my plate, I'd finally have time to focus on big picture projects or just breathe a little.
It's almost fun to imagine what if you could delegate those chores tomorrow. What would your workday look like then?
Here's the real takeaway. The most valuable skill now isn't just asking smart questions. It's about giving clear, complete instructions so your AI gets real results.
That's such a shift. Instead of playing guessing games, you learn to communicate what you actually want to the point where you can trust the AI to deliver, not just suggest.
It's a totally new era of productivity. The better you are at delegating to your virtual employee, the more time and energy you get back.
And honestly, that's the future of work. Not just asking, but enabling your AI to actually get things done with you and sometimes for you.